Good morning. What's going on, everyone? Charlie here. We have a weird one to talk about. This is actually the first one this year I've seen come out. SR-MSRB-2021-04. Notice of filing of a proposed rule change consisting of amendments to Rule 6-G-10 on investor and municipal advisory client education and protection, and Rule G48 on transactions with sophisticated municipal market professionals to amend certain dealer obligations. That was a mouthful. Yeah. Okay. So purpose. Background. In 2017, the MSRB amended Rule G10 with the goal of, among other things, modernizing the rule and extending the rule's application to municipal advisors. Prior to that time, the rule only applied to dealers and required dealers to provide a customer with a paper copy of the MSRB's investor brochure after a customer had made a complaint to the dealer. Recognizing this requirement did not afford customers the best use of the information in a timely manner, the 2017 amendments replaced the post-compliant delivery requirement with more timely delivery requirements. Now, the MSRB just has to do with municipal securities. Supernote 3 says, under MSRB Rule D9, a customer means any person other than a broker, dealer, or municipal securities dealer acting in its capacity as such or an issuer in transactions involving the sale by the issuer of a new issue of its securities. Purpose continued. The MSRB basically has identified an opportunity to reduce certain compliance burdens by reevaluating the potential benefits of the rule to better align the scope of the rule's application. Rule G10, as designed, serves to educate and protect investors and municipal advisory clients by providing them with information about the MSRB rules designed to protect them and the process for filing a complaint with the appropriate regulatory authority. The rule currently requires dealers and municipal advisors to provide certain notifications to customers and municipal advisory clients, respectively, once every calendar year. More specifically, Rule G10 requires regulated entities to provide in writing, which may be made electronically, the following information. Number 1, a statement that the regulated entity is registered with the SEC and the MSRB. Number 2, the website address for the MSRB. And number 3, a statement as to the availability to the customer or municipal advisory client of a brochure that is available on the MSRB's website that describes the protections that may be provided by MSRB rules and how to file a complaint with an appropriate regulatory authority. So proposed amendments to Rule G10 and G48, dealer obligation to make required notifications. Section 1 here, customer receipt of required notifications. Basically, they're going to add a section to make notifications available on its website, and they're going to balance the burden on dealers to remit the notifications to SMMPs. Now, the proposed amendment would require dealers to provide the notifications to those customers from whom a purchase or sale of a municipal security was effected, and to each customer who holds a municipal securities position. Narrowing the scope to those customers that engage in municipal securities transactions would reduce the burden of remitting the notifications unnecessarily to all customers, while ensuring that dealers remit the notifications to customers who would most benefit from receiving them. Customers who do not receive the notifications directly will still have access to them, but Rule G10 would require each dealer to have the required notifications available on its website for the benefit of such customers. As the result, MSRB does not believe there is a detrimental impact to such customers and believes that not receiving notifications may avoid confusion. I think this is a setup for something. So basically what they're saying is that they send notifications to changes in rules and things like that to their municipal securities customers. Well, basically they're saying that they're going to stop doing that as frequently because it's going to help the burden on dealers to remit notifications to other clients that are relevant. So is this like a way to gaslight these people into the darkness? I don't know. So basically, they say that they believe that customers who meet the definition of SMMPs under Rule D15 are sophisticated in their understanding of the municipal market. In the event that an SMMP is seeking the information found in the required notifications, dealer registration status, and how to file a complaint with the appropriate regulatory agency, a sophisticated customer is likely to know the information or seek access to it from the dealers. Likely to know. The proposed amendment to Rule G48 balances the burden on dealers to remit those notifications. I don't know. This one's weird. So the exception for dealers, basically, if you don't have any customers, this doesn't apply to you. And if you're a dealer that is a party with an agreement made previously to provide notifications, then doesn't apply to you. And basically, this is facilitating compliance with the requirement to provide notifications on behalf of other dealers. So it's going to acknowledge common business practices and facilitate carrying dealers compliance to provide notifications to other dealers. It's also going to expressly clarify that the dealer would not be subject to the notifications requirement in cases where dealers conduct a limited business and are not considered to have customers. Supplementary material to the rule. This just adds the time frame. Basically, we established earlier that it's 12 months. And basically, the proposed amendments would foster great flexibility with respect to the timing of the required notifications and would also ensure that each applicable customer receives the required notification within a rolling 12-month period and thereby ease operational concerns. So I don't really get the point of this one. The reasoning they gave for filing this, which I didn't garnish any of this from this filing, is to be designed. This was designed to prevent fraudulent, manipulative acts and practices, to promote just and equitable principles of trade, to foster cooperation and coordination with persons engaged in regulating, clearing, settling, processing information with respect to facilitating transactions in municipal securities and municipal financial products, to remove impediments, blah, 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 blah. The same shit we hear every filing, basically. Yeah, this filing sucked ass. And it's the only one to talk about today. So, yeah. Jacked?